Alright. So, as you can see, it says February 15th problem solving spread. Okay, so questions will be, what do I want to happen? What don't I want to happen? What's the worst thing can happen? What's the best thing can happen? How many possible ways can I approach this problem? If I had endless resources, how would I solve the problem? Hold on, I can't see the last one, guys. If I had all the time in the world, how would I solve the problem? And what is the answer I seek? Okay? Oh, and because I got flowers for Valentine's Day. That's right, every fucking video after Valentine's Day for while these is living, y'all gonna get a good look at these mofos. Because I want y'all to see that my baby got roses to match the roses on my table. Same 3 colors. Like pinky, peach, white, and red. Okay, alright. Here's how we're going to do this. We got 3 different decks you can choose from, okay? They're not all tarot. The first one is Black Cat Tarot. The second one is my own fairy tale oracle deck that I made. And the third one is a LeNormand, mystical LeNormand. We can answer these questions with all 3 decks. Alright? Okay, so I need you to pick your deck for your problem. And then let's get into it. Black Cat Tarot, Fairy Tale Oracle, Mystical LeNormand. I wonder why it won't let me pause, y'all. I was trying to pause. Also, got a new phone. Should have said that at first. Got a new phone because y'all know I was having issues with mine. Let me plug this baby up so it doesn't die on me while we doing it. Alright, so if you chose the Black Cat Tarot deck, I'm going to put these over there. Let's get right into it. The first question, Black Cat Tarot family, is what is it that you want to happen? So I don't know exactly what the problem is, but I probably will kind of have an idea once I know what you want to happen. Okay, so you want some progress to happen, okay? What we have here is the Page of Wands. Also, you might want some sex. Because, in some instances, it could be a relationship that has become void of intercourse. But a lot of times it means you want some fucking action to happen. It's like you heard the promises, you seen the word or whatever, but you want it to start happening, okay? What don't you want to happen? You don't want to stay stuck in the same place. Apparently, you're in some place. You've been stuck there for a while, okay? You have seen all the different perspectives, and you're ready to get the fuck down. And let's move someplace better. I feel y'all on that one. What's the worst thing that could happen? Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen? This is a good one, guys. The worst thing that can happen, we have the 4 of Pentacles. This has to do with being greedy or holding on too tight. The worst thing that could happen is you could be holding on to something that you think is valuable, and it's not really valuable, and it may be time to let it go. What's the best thing that could happen? An ending. Okay, this is definitely about something you're holding on to, and the universe wants you to know it's time to let this shit go. Excuse me, I was thirsty. We started off with what you want and what you don't want, but the universe is giving me a whole nother story. The universe is telling me it's time to cut it. It's time to cut this shit and allow it to die. This is the death card. You need to allow the death to happen, because on the other side of death is birth. There's something big on the other side happening, okay? So let's see. How many possible ways can you approach this problem or project? I'm going to tell you off the top of here the number 2. So I'm going to pull 2 cards, okay? We have Lovers and we have the Fool. Okay. Either you can make the decision to stay, okay? Or you can decide to leave and start anew. And that's so interesting that they gave this in this manner, because that's what it looks like to me anyways. If this is not about a situation where you're dissatisfied and things aren't moving forward, yeah, pick another one. Because this is a specific group. The cards is telling a wonderful story. They're saying either you could choose to stay or you can move on and start your journey again. They're leaning towards start your journey again. But let's see the next question. If you had endless resources, how would you solve this problem? So this is like, if you could have any and everything available at your fingertips to solve the problem, right? How would you solve it? Now let's see. So we have the King of Swords. King of Swords is usually an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Swords have to do with mental ability or aptitude. It looks like you would devise a really good plan. Okay, you would take the time needed to make the best plan available and execute. Just straight through. Swords do things according to plan and they get it done. Okay, so if you had all the resources, that would mean you would know what to do. You would be able to figure out what is the best plan of action. Yeah, and you would just execute. Okay. And our last question is, it's two more questions. I'm sorry. If you had all the time in the world, how would you solve the problem? Okay, we had one fall out. I'm going to take it because I can hear take it. So if you had all the time in the world, maybe you would work on it. Maybe you would ask for help from someone, on what to do, and you would actually take the time and just chip away at it, okay? But obviously you don't have all the time in the world because we're on a plane where time is limited. Or time even exists, honestly. Okay? So what is the answer you're seeking? Okay, and this is going to be the end of our walk on this question. What is the answer that they're looking for? Three of Wands. The answer is it's time for you to set out on new horizons. Okay, there are some great returns waiting on you, wonderful opportunities, but you're gonna have to step out. It just has to be done. You got to step out. Okay. You got to think bigger. You got to look out upon the whole world and realize the world is yours. Okay. And, sitting around and waiting for something or someone that isn't coming through, it just isn't the place for you. It's time for you to, cast your seed and send your ships out and see what's going to come back to you. It's time to make some new moves. Okay. So, I hope you enjoyed this reading, Black Cat Tarot Group. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And feel free to comment down below, good and or bad. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe. It's our form of commitment, okay? It's like you putting a ring on my finger and I'm making sure that I bust it wide for you. Like, seriously, though. You subscribe to me and it pushes me to make sure that I keep your content regular, okay? Alright, I'm going to move into group 2, which is going to be my very own fairy tale oracle. If you're an old subscriber, you noticed that. I haven't used it in quite a while. I had really been on my tarot heavily. And, yeah, I felt the need to start using my own decks again. I'm in that place. Alright, so Fairy Tale Oracle group. Let's get started on yours. What do you want to happen? So I have Glinda the Good Witch. Okay? I'm going to take that to mean Glinda comes through and tells. Well, at first she comes through and tells Dorothy, oh, you're this wonderful hero, blah, 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 blah. Oh, you want to get home? Oh, go see the Wiz. Okay, so Glinda is a guide, and I kind of feel like you're looking for a guide, okay, to tell you how to get wherever it is that you're trying to go, okay? Direction, guidance, protection, encouragement. I feel like these are the things that you want to happen, okay? What don't you want to happen? Let's see. Woo! Hansel from Hansel and Gretel. What you don't want to happen is you don't want to get lost, okay? That's interesting because over here we say you're looking for a guide. You're looking for someone to tell you how to get home. You don't want to get lost. You don't want to get trapped in someone else's trap, okay? Ooh, I don't need a jumper yet. I didn't ask the question. What's the worst thing that could happen? Dorothy. Wow. This is group 2. Y'all are a very thin group. The worst thing that could happen is a good thing altogether, okay? What the universe is trying to tell you is the situation that you're involved in right now is the type of situation that's going to benefit you no matter how it goes. I'm going to look this up and let y'all see as I'm pouring so y'all know what I'm doing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Dorothy is a card about storms in your life that just come and sweep you up. You don't know what the hell's going on. One day everything was cool and calm, and the next day your whole world turned upside down. But guess what happens? You find yourself. Because in the end, you're your own captain. This is your ship. Okay? And sometimes you don't learn how to navigate your ship until your ass get lost. Okay? Unfortunately, the universe has a unique way of teaching. That's good. Okay. What's the best thing that could happen to you? The woodcutter's wife. And I'm going to tell you, because this is a bad card. This is a good card, and that's a bad card, and they're in switch places. I'm going to tell you how this is read. The best thing that could happen to you is you can figure out who wants you to fail. Okay? I kind of feel like you're in a situation where someone set you up. Someone did something to you that caused this tailspin and turned everything to just get out of whack. And maybe you weren't sure exactly who was at the root of it, okay? Because the woodcutter's wife is actually tied to the woodcutter. He's really the main character. I kind of feel like whoever caused your problem is not necessarily the person that you deal with directly, but like they're a back player. And I feel like the best thing that can happen is you can realize that the part that they're playing in your problems, okay? How many possible ways can you approach this situation? And y'all's, I can hear one. So let's see. We have the March Hare, okay? The March Hare sits with the Mad Hatter. You know, he asks a lot of questions. Sometimes the questions don't have direct answers. He tells jokes. You know, he's kind of loud. I kind of think the best way for you to approach this is lightheartedly, okay? But also from the position of asking questions that make people uncomfortable. I don't think that you can find what you need to find without asking the hard questions. I think that's what the deck is trying to tell you, okay? If you had endless resources, how would you solve the problem? Okay, so if you had everything at your disposal, how easily would you solve? How would you solve this problem you're having? Glass slipper. Okay. I think that if you had all resources at your hand, you would solve this problem speedily. I think that you would be able to eliminate all other options and figure out one that is directly tailored towards you. And I actually feel like in this situation you kind of do have endless resources because this is a self-discovery group. Okay, if you had all the time in the world, how would you solve the problem? Gretel, you see, this is a very themed storyline. Okay, if you had all the time in the world, let me tell you, Gretel is the smarter of the two siblings. She figures out a way to kill the witch that traps them. I feel like if you had enough time, I feel like you would lay a trap for the person that laid a trap for you. I don't know necessarily if you have the time to do it or not, because normally that question implies that you don't have enough time. But if you had enough time, you would actually solve the problem by laying a trap for the person that laid the trap for you. Okay, and let's just ask the universe, what is the answer you see? Like, what is the answer? Little Red Riding Hood. Here's your answer. Someone is fooling you. Someone deceived you. Someone made you think that they were your friend and they were not your friend. Okay? And the answer that you're looking for, it is going to take for you to be a little witty. And you may also need the help of family. Okay? But you definitely got to be smart here. And you may have to lay a trap for the person that laid the trap for you. But it's important that you know that you were set up and figure out who set you up, because that's how you're going to fix this problem. Okay? And there y'all go. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Fairy Tale Oracle Group. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Feel free to comment down below, good and or bad. And if you haven't subscribed already, why the fuck not? Let's do this. You go ahead and subscribe. That's a form of our commitment. You put the ring on my finger by committing, and I'm going to bust it open for you and give you the info that you need every time. Okay? All right. And let's move into our last group, which is going to be the Mystical LeNormand or LeNormand group. Okay, and man, this is a really good reading. I'm gonna have to do it for myself. I've never done it for myself. I like to do readings out of this book for y'all, but they don't always get the best views, but it's okay. They give the best information, and that's really what it's about. Okay, all right, what do you want to happen? You want to see yourself in a place of abundance. For some of you, you want to make some money, or you want to fall into a bunch of money. Gifts, health, just abundance, okay? What you want to see is abundance, okay? What you don't want to happen. You may even want to get a house. Some of you in this group are actually buying a house. I don't know if this is focused or not. Sorry, guys. I'm new. What don't you want to happen? That's interesting. This is a message card. Has to do with text messages, emails, phone calls. I'm going to clarify it to see what kind of message don't you want to happen. Please tell me why it's the message card here. Please tell me why it's the message card here. Okay. This may be alluding to slower mail or snail mail. Has a cue of timing. Maybe you don't want everyone. I take that back. There's something you want to gain. It is money, riches, health, or whatever. What you don't want to happen is you don't want everyone to know about it. You don't want it to be announced. You want it to be your own little secret. You want to be happy, and you want it just to be your little secret. Got it. What's the worst thing that could happen? What is the worst thing that could happen to the mystical group? Worst thing that could happen. The news could get out. This is another news card. Messenger. I don't know why it's important that it remains a secret for you, but it is a secret. And hey, you don't want it to get out. And the universe agrees with you. What's the best thing that could happen? What is the best thing that could happen? That's our competition for the day. Thanks for joining us. We'll take you now to the... Maybe you're trying to have a baby. Some of you are trying to have a baby. And the best thing that can happen is that it does happen. Okay, I get it. I get it, because this is serving for fertility. Okay, so okay. I took it as riches or prosperity or a home, and for some of you, it is about a home. But for someone particular that just hijacked this reading, it's a child. Fish denote pregnancy. Yeah, some of you want a baby. Oh, that's so sweet. So sweet. Okay. Okay, can I get an alternate? What's the best thing that can happen for those that are trying to get money in a house or something like that? What's the best thing that can happen to them? It's some man, and he's gonna bring all that shit with him. Hey, if you met him, you'll know it. You'll know. You would have known as soon as I flipped that. Okay? Alright. How many possible ways can you approach this problem? Goddamn, 3. Why would y'all have 3? Why would y'all have 3? I can hear it immediately. 3. Oh my god. Alright. Oh. Possible ways to approach this problem. First one. Be sneaky. Be careful of your own actions. That's why you see it in the reflection, okay? Be it's not just sneaky. It's like resourceful. It's like a fox uses all his senses to get it done. It is like being resourceful, okay? The second one is being loyal, in the sense that whatever it is you want, stick to it, okay? Because it'll come. It will come if you stick to it. And the last approach to this project or problem, breaking down barriers. Apparently there's some sort of blockage, okay? Especially for those of you that are trying to have a baby, there may be some sort of medical blockage. You may not know this yet or whatever, but it may be time for you to ask questions, see your OB, and just express the fact that you're trying to have a child. You've been unable to have a child, and they'll look, because maybe one of your ovaries is blocked. Maybe there's a cyst, because this is really big. Maybe there are cysts, plural. I don't know, but there's a blockage of some sort, okay? And it could be that the man has a blockage of some sort that needs to be removed, but there's a blockage for some of you. So those are your 3 different ways, okay? If you had endless resources, how would you solve this problem? And I'm sorry, I only answer this as if you were having a baby. If you're trying to get a house, or set up money, work hard, okay? Stay loyal to your vision, okay? That's why that bubble's there, okay? And or just keep at it. If there are blockages in your roadway, go around it, okay? All right. If you had endless resources, how would you solve the problem? It's a commitment card. It's a marriage card. Oh. Damn it. I mean, I know for some of y'all, this is, okay. Okay. I need to clarify this, but I'm going to use a separate LeNormand deck. Please tell me, why is the ring here? Why is the ring here? I mean, it fits, but I can't figure out why it fits. Please remind me, why does the ring need to be here? One day I'm going to really sit down and tell y'all how I read. Okay. If you had endless resources, you would commit to the process, okay? This card has to do with hobbies in particular. and I'll tell you what that has to do with this. Hobbies are something that you take a lot of time learning. You know, you don't rush through them. It's an artistic or creative process. This also has to do with love later on in life. In short, this card oftentimes yells to me long periods of time or taking a long time to make something just right, just perfect. It's like love later in life tends to be so much better than the love that you experienced when you were younger. You're more mature. You know, you've fallen down, okay? So you know the pitfalls, you know your flaws, you've worked on them, and the experience is so much better because you've went through the ordeal. This is saying commit to what you're trying to get to, okay? And even if it takes long, stay committed to it, okay? Because that's what's going to get you through it. Now, what's going to be odd is we're about to ask, if you had all the time in the world, how would you solve it? And I kind of feel like they're going to be on the same level. If you had all the time in the world, I'd do a real shuffle for that one. Sorry, y'all. How would you solve the problem? Yeah, I guess you would just do it. I guess you would just have the baby. I guess you would just find a way to just step out and start this new life. You would join with someone else. I guess you would just do it. If you had all the time in the world, you wouldn't be worried about it. You would be relaxed, and it would just be a good process, okay? And what is the answer you're seeking? So, universe, what is the answer that they're actually seeking? What is it that they need to hear? What do they want to hear? What do they need to hear? What is the answer they're seeking? There are some conversations that need to be had. For some of you, they need to be had with a partner. For others of you, they need to be had with someone wiser than you, someone that's been down the road before, or someone that can just help you reach your goal. A counselor, a doctor, something like that, okay? But the answer you seek, someone else has it. Someone that's wiser than you has it, okay? You just need to seek them out and have the conversation, and you'll get the answers that you need, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Mystical Group. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Feel free to comment down below, good and or bad. And if you haven't subscribed to me already, please go ahead and do it. It's our form of commitment, all right? You put the ring on my finger by hitting subscribe, and in return, I'm going to give you that good loving in the form of answers, okay? And this is going to conclude today's reading. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I know it's not my regular type of read, but it is the kind that I really love, okay? And I should be back later on today with another reading that'll be a little more fun and lighthearted, okay? All right. See you guys in the next video.